What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Elizabeth Elaborates. I'm Elizabeth, still house sitting, but I turned around because I wanted to enjoy the view, and I feel like the lighting is better if I'm in the sun. And I did already light my pipe. Usually I do that on camera. Anyway, smoking the English. Got a lot of English to get through and I enjoy it. It is, well, guess how hot it is right now outside? 90 degrees. So it's crazy. I still got this one because I don't have my Zippo fuel to refuel, but came home from work, demolished some food. I made this weird like salad burrito thing that's half that food that I brought to this house and just me stealing a tortilla from this house, which they won't mind at all. Don't think I'm a thief, okay? Then I fed the cats, which we did have a cat escape. So my worst fear was realized, but only to like 50%, because I mentioned in my last video that it's just a fiasco trying to get out the door, get in the door, and these cats, they really do want to escape, like with the passion of their life. They desperately want to get out of this house, and they're used to sitting by the open windows. And I'm not gonna open the door. I don't trust the sliding door. Like, if I open this glass, I kid you not, the cat could be up here hanging on. And I don't want the screen to break and the cat to go away. So, anyway, you basically have to exit the door and then be in the garage, close the garage so you're fully closed in, shut the door, open the garage, then you can leave. I did that, except the cat got out before me. So now the cat's in the garage, and I was like, I got 2 minutes to be on time to work. So I was like, please don't get stuck under anything, because I know cats will like just plant themselves under a shelf or something. And I was like, I ain't got time for this today. So anyway, the cat owners told me to pin her to the ground if she escapes, which I didn't have to do. I just picked her up nicely, and then I chucked her back inside and went on my merry way. Yesterday I had a similar issue. I was trying to get out the door, picked up the cat, put it to the side, and it would run back before I could get out the door. So I did that a few times. I was like, pick up the cat, throw the cat, pick up the cat, throw the cat. Just kept coming. So then I threw it down the stairs. And then it had to run up the stairs. And then it bought me enough time. But I didn't really throw it down the stairs. I like dropped it down, like I leaned all the way down, gave it a little toss. It was perfectly fine. And those extra like 5 steps bought me enough time to run out the door. So it's been a little crazy here, but it's so nice just to like sit out here. The lovely birds. I always apologize for the noise because I don't feel like using a mic or anything. I just want to put my phone up and do my thing. And everybody keeps commenting that like the birds are nice, and I appreciate that because I also appreciate the birds. But the weather, I just showered, and then it's like you step outside and you start sweating. And then you're like, what's the point of any of this? But the next house I'm house sitting in a few weeks has a pool and a really nice covered deck. So I'm gonna have 2 weeks of that. So you better believe we're gonna have some good pipe videos. And I'll be there over 4th of July, so I gotta figure out something to do. And yeah, so I got the English campfire-y nice. summery. I don't really know how to describe it. I think initially I felt like this was a good cold weather tobacco. But now I'm kind of feeling like it's a good summer one because of the campfiriness and the smokiness. Why not both? So yeah. Not much else to write home about. We just talked 2 days ago. But I do have a full-time job. I just got a part-time job that's on the books. Then I have like my hustles on the side. So if you're ever wondering, where's Lizzie? She hasn't posted in a while. I'm working, okay? So I'll be working like 50 hours a week, that's good, that's fine. And then house sitting, dog sitting, cat sitting, chicken sitting, cleaning. I'm trying to get a few more cleaning clients. I got 2 now, 2 official. It's funny, I like know my bird calls, but sometimes I don't. And my mind is like completely blank to what they are. And it's always the most common one. I'm like, is that a robin? Is that a blue jay? But then sometimes the obscure ones I can remember better. But they're all hiding. Nobody wants to be seen. They're all just in these trees. But these trees look really old and nice. So it is toasty out here, though. My car smells a little bit like cigars. I'm not super mad about it, but I do have to go to the car wash. Fun fact, never gone to the car wash in my whole life as a driver. I personally have never driven through a car wash. So, I almost went last year. And I wanted to take my friend with me because I was like scared that I was just gonna be one of those like horror story people that like smashes through the drive-thru or like gets tangled up in something. So anyway, I never ended up going because I was like, wait, why am I gonna spend like $40 on a car wash when I can just hose down my car? Logic. So I did that. But then you get water marks all over your car. So I kind of want to go to the car wash because I need to vacuum it. But I'm like, why would I not just use a shop vac? I'm a very like, if I can do it myself, I'm just going to do it myself person. So you know what? I'm gonna read you a Bible verse. Stay with me now. Stay with me. Don't get scared. I'm reading Proverbs. Because you can read a proverb a day. And it will get you through the whole month. There's 31 Proverbs. So basically, Proverbs is all about wisdom. And if you've watched my channel, I'm kind of obsessed about learning as much as I can and like using other people's experiences to learn from instead of always having to experience something for myself. Like I can just learn from everyone. So I feel like I really like Proverbs for that reason. I'm trying to find you a good one. There's so many choices. Here we go. Blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding. For she is more profitable than silver and yields better returns than gold. She, as in wisdom personified. She is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her hand. In her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant ways, and her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to those who take hold of her. Those who hold her fast will be blessed. Yeah. And that is the gist of Proverbs. It's funny, long life is in her right hand. It says, like, wisdom adds years to your life. That's another verse a little later in Proverbs 10. For the fear of the Lord adds length to life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. So it says, in her right hand, life is in her right hand, and in her left are riches and honor. But then it also, Proverbs talks so much about wealth, and it's like, work with diligence, work hard, but it's like, money can't be everything because it's like a cruel master. Because money is, like, at the end of the day, at the end of your life, you're not getting money. Or money's not getting you anything. But the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. So it kind of all circles back around. Because then if you fear the Lord, you know what you're getting at the end of the day, you know? That's all. Thank you for coming to church with me. I was just talking to my coworker. He is probably, I think he said he's 54. So we're driving around for a while. This is a different guy than the Spanish guy. And he was telling me, like, all these times that he almost died. And all these ups and downs. He has an insane life. And I'm not at liberty to share any of his story. But it's just wild. And so, like, all of the terrible things that have happened to him have turned him into, like, this very peaceful, happy guy because he wants to be the opposite of it. And that's admirable, first of all. But then second of all, I was like, do you believe in God? Because it sounds like he's giving you a whole lot of chances and he definitely wants you to be here for a reason. And then he was like, oh, yes, yeah, hang on. And he, like, pulls out his chain. He's like, look, I got a cross. I believe in Jesus. I believe in God. And so then we started talking about that, but I thought that was good. I thought that was good because I was like, imagine going through your whole life not knowing that you're loved. Even if people on earth are not loving you well, it's like the God of the universe. You could never escape the palm of his hand. And I read this graphic novel one time. I'm gonna forget what it's called. American Born Chinese. I'm not gonna remember who it's by. But this one image from the novel really stuck with me because the guy is like, I guess, for lack of a better term, he's taking a piss on somebody, right? And so that's the picture is he's like running away and then he's like peeing on a pole, but then the next photo is like zoomed out and it's the palm of his hand and it's like the fingers of God is like the columns that he was peeing on. And I don't know, it just stuck with me. It just stuck with me because I'm like, dang, you can be so high and mighty in your own eyes to the point where you're taking a piss on somebody and you're still in God's hands. Like, try your best. You can't escape. So, you can't escape his love. That's what I'm trying to say. Not that he's gonna crunch you in his fist. I'm saying you can run, but you can't hide. God's love is always there. And I know a lot of the YTPC believes in God. So I like whenever people mention that, because it's like, I don't know, it's my brothers and sisters, you know? Tongue bite? Tongue bite, is that you? I don't know if it's just hot or if it's tongue bite. Because everybody talks about tongue bite like it's so bad. But take, for instance, the last time I was smoking a pipe. It was really hot. It's also hot now, but I know I'm going slower. So whatever. I guess it's just how the cob is. And then I ate fruit after I smoked, and I know fruit's acidic, and it kind of hurt my tongue. And so it made me question. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I, tongue bit. My tongue was bitten. I got tongue bite. I don't really think I do, though. I think my tongue is just warm, which is a-okay. Alright, I'm gonna let you go. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Just a quick one. Just a quick little chat. 2 videos in a row. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Maybe my book video, if I can finally get around to doing it. But hope you have a good rest of the night. Jesus loves you.